Hello guys, welcome to my channel. In today's video, we'll be cooking the best okpa you have ever tasted. The ingredients include powdered okpa, which has been grinded and sieved. This is gotten from a legume called bambara nuts. Typically, it is grinded and sieved so that it will give you this powdery substance that we will use to make this delicious meal. Then we have our palm oil. You need a very good palm oil for this recipe because we are not using much ingredients. This palm oil gives a very beautiful flavor. Then we have our uziza seed. This is actually optional. Our salt to taste and our habanero pepper. You actually need a lot of this or as much as you can tolerate. This uziza seed is the game changer. Uziza seed is highly flavorful. In fact, we use it for most of the dishes we cook in Igbo land. And it is also very medicinal. For this recipe, I'll be measuring with this size of cup. I'll be using 3 cups of this okpa flour. This is the quantity I will make, and the ingredients I will use will be enough for this number of cups. You can make it in larger quantities, or you can decide to make a smaller quantity of okpa. But if you are making it in a bigger quantity, it will require a lot of energy to mix it, which you will see as we go on in this video. Because okpa gives you a better result when you get it right at the mixing stage. So in this recipe, I'll be making just small quantity of this okpa. That is 3 cups. After I measured it out, I found out I wouldn't be able to mix it very well with that small bowl. So I transferred it to this bigger bowl. The next step will be to add your palm oil. Don't worry, we can actually adjust this palm oil depending on the color as we go on while mixing it. I washed my hands thoroughly, then started mixing. This is where the work lies. You can actually use a wooden spoon to do this mixing, but it is easier done with hands. You wash your hand very well, then mix. You know, in Africa, we work so much with our hands. Either we eat with our hands, or we cook with our hands, or we do a lot of things with our hands. Make sure you wash your hands. Make sure the hands are clean. You can actually use it for any form of cooking. So you mix this. You see the color is not yet popping. You still need to add more palm oil. So you add a little more palm oil and mix again. So this will allow you know when you have gotten your desired color. You mix. Make sure the palm oil incorporates very well into the flour before adding your water. This is the desired color. This is actually the color we are going for. A very deep yellow color. In fact, let me tell you beforehand, this consumes a lot of palm oil. You need a lot of palm oil to get this desired color. For this measurement of okpa flour, I used about 300 ml of palm oil. Add your lukewarm water, not cold water, not hot water. Lukewarm water. You can boil hot water, then add a little bit of cold water into it, then pour it and mix thoroughly. You can see how I'm doing it in this video. Mix thoroughly until you get a stretchy, slimy consistency. You don't add water at once in okpa, like as you do for moi moi. If you know what moi moi is, you add water in okpa bit by bit. In fact, the first time you add water, you mix it thoroughly until you get this stretchy consistency. What this will do for you is that it will dissolve the lumps faster. If you add water at once, the okpa will form lumps, which will take you a long time to dissolve. So, but if you just do it this way, it will just dissolve all the lumps. You won't need to start stressing yourself to dissolve the lumps that would have formed. And it will also give your okpa this stretchy consistency even after cooking it. There is this consistency it gives the okpa. Don't worry, you'll see it at the end of the video. Add a little more water, then continue mixing. You mix this until the water incorporates with the flour that you have already mixed with palm oil. This is how you continue. Then you add little more and be checking the consistency until you get a creamy consistency. And you should, when you dip your hand into it, you should have the particles coat your hands. It shouldn't be too watery and it shouldn't be thick as well. At this point, you add in your pepper, then mix with your spatula. If you can also use your hand to mix this, but just know the after effect. Then you add your salt to taste. This is also very important, because if you put less salt or more salt, it won't give you that delicious taste of okpa. Then you put your waterproof. I prefer doing it this way because it saves time as I put the tied okpa in boiling water. It saves time. So I stack this waterproof inside a cup. Watch this video to this level. Thank you very much. You are the real OGs. Please subscribe if you have not done so, and turn on the post notification bell so that each time I post, you will be the first to see my video. Also like, comment, and share our post to your friends and family for more engaging content. Also, let me know if you love eating okpa as much as I do. This is a delicacy. Tell me if you love eating okpa, and tell me which state makes the best okpa. Where do you like eating the most delicious okpa from? Mix the okpa thoroughly again, then scoop into the already stacked waterproof. Mixing it will help you avoid sediments and the particles of okpa settling down, leaving you with only the watery side of the mixture. So before you take any scoop, make sure you turn the mixture so that everything will incorporate together and give you the lovely okpa you are desiring. Did you notice I did not leave any space in the waterproof while tying it? That is how you tie okpa. You don't tie and leave any single space. This will give you that beautiful okpa shape. Then you shake it well to avoid sediments. You don't tie up and keep, and you put it into a boiling water. This is to avoid forming sediments. If you tie and keep as you do for moi moi, you will have the watery, the upper part watery and the down part hard, which is not what you will want your okpa to look like. So you tie and put directly into the hot water. You tie, shake to avoid sediments, then put it directly into hot boiling water. Cover the pot and allow to cook for 45 minutes to 1 hour. This is the amount of time it will take for it to be done. Voila, this is our okpa. This has been cooking for 1 hour. This is our yummy okpa. Okpa dị ọkụ. Okpa dị ọkụ adigo. This really tasted so nice. This really tasted so nice. Even the stretchy consistency You can see as I cut it, you will see how the inside is looking. See, bouncy and stretchy. This is very delicious, very yum. If you follow this recipe, you won't go wrong with your okpa. Your family will be asking you for more. Thanks for watching. Bye.